Escort confirmed. Pilots ready to deploy.
Yo, hello guys, Rinfinitel here. I hope all is well while we are waiting for BF6 launch. This is Nato's F-16 Deathless Flawless 46 kill streak designed for beginner. Would you believe if I told you in BF6 there is a vehicle that can make you achieve some 40 KD-ish easier than learning how to use it? Me neither, until I actually did it. 46 kill streak in the simplest way you can imagine. We've seen attack helicopter, tank, IFV rack up some 40 KD-ish by now. But do you see the amount of skill they have? Their aim, their awareness, their positioning, vehicle control, teamwork. There is some global leaderboard level skill right there. Well, to achieve a similar number on this jet, all we need to have honestly is just a beginner skill. Now that all engineers can carry 2 rocket launchers, both RPG and Stinger, it means our secondary threat is all the engineers on the other team. Imagine the proximity of the threat a ground vehicle has. Someone could hold a rocket launcher in every alley, every window, every blind spot, not to mention its primary threat, the enemy armored vehicle. Wow, there is way too many threats. And an attack helicopter isn't completely safe either. It also has to deal with these so many close to medium range threats. This jet, however, our primary threat is the enemy jet, but the state of aerial engagement right now is pretty much like this. Hostile jet spotted, I'm on his 6, I shot him, he should have heard me by now. So in theory he should fly away or do some defensive maneuver, right? Well, he tried to fly away from me, but yeah, this is the state of aerial engagement right now. Take a look at this. Instead of going up and try to lose me in a loop, he flies straight to the other mountain. Right now, very few people are interested in cutting and switching in a loop. Some pilots prefer this method, try to lose our 6 by flying very close to the mountain. So do you honestly find something interested in that aerial engagement? Can we even call that a dogfight? And here's another example. I see enemy jet on the map. Take a look at the bottom right of our screen. There he is. He has a better angle on me. I'm switching to the left, trying to lose him. He shouldn't have seen me in a radar. It is kinda broken right now. Just doing a simple loop while flying close to the mountain. Pretty basic flying, nothing special about it. Now I don't hear him anymore. Sounds pretty clear to me. Checking my 6, and there he is. Successfully lost him, as simple as that. That jet had better angle on me, and theoretically he is our primary threat. But that is pretty much the state of aerial engagement right now. Just a bunch of pilots are actually interested in dogfighting. In short, we don't always have a primary threat here. And what makes me think this jet is the most beginner-friendly vehicle is that most of my kills, 43 out of 46 kills, was all achieved by just one attack route. Basically just circling around base to the middle of the map, where we can attack objective B, C, D, E, using this mountain to valley route. Like the attack you see right now, fly close to the mountain where they cannot see us, multiple enemies spotted and bombs away. Wow, that's a 5 kills. And now back to base to resupply, and repeat the attack route. That's how I got 43 kills out of all the 46 kills in this round. As simple as that. Here we go again, scanning the map for targets. Fly high so I have plenty of time to course correction. Armor vehicle spotted. Vehicle damage 25. Damage assist, nice. Still productive even without a kill. I put all the kills I've got by this attack route on the timestamp. You can jump and see it. Nothing but a repetition actually. But a very effective one. And also a quite easy one. Like I mentioned earlier, it's easier for us to get around 40 KD-ish in this jet than learning how to use it. Takes time to learn how to fly. Cannot cut corners here. We all have to go through the process. But once you can do it, you're comfortable with the flight mechanic, you automatically can do this attack route. No need time, no need process anymore. All we need to achieve this score is actually just a beginner skill. A decent vehicle control to fly in this route, do not crash. And that's pretty much it. No need global leaderboard skill aiming, positioning, awareness, teamwork. We definitely need that on other vehicles to get this kind of score, but not on this jet. Not long ago, I got this score while flying on a Pax Armada 35-3, 27-1, and that was solved without a single resupply and repair station. The flying method is actually the same, just one attack route is enough to rack up that kind of score, and that got me thinking, what happened when this jet actually has a resupply station? Well, this is what happened. 46-0. The one that was actually a respawn to get the jet earlier. So it still counts as flawless, I guess. If I were new to Battlefield 6, I want to be a vehicle player and I haven't decided which vehicle I want to be good at, I think I'm gonna learn to fly the attack jet as my priority. From the numbers of threat alone, while ground vehicle has at least 2 primary threats, tank and IFV, not to mention countless engineers carrying rocket launcher in close range, an attack helicopter has to deal with pretty much identical situation. This jet's primary threat is not always interested to be a primary threat, and although all engineers can carry Stinger now, they are so far away from us. Just don't fly too low near them. I think no wonder in BF6 Labs League, this map has 2 jets. Not like the beta, fighter jet is also available here in the leagues. This attack jet will be too OP without a fighter jet around to contain it. And that is all from me today, guys. You can see the hardware performance on the top left of our screen, and all the attack route actions are marked on the timestamp. It's all there for you to see. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. See you on another one, and see you on the battlefield.